a logical next step for me would be for the pro league to be mixed. And I had pretty frank conversations with the Flamethrowers ownership in the off season this year about wanting to play mixed. This Cascades Cup was one of the outcomes of that, which was negotiated back from let's play the AUDL West mixed the whole season to, okay, that's not feasible for this year for a variety of reasons. Let's have the Flamethrowers Cascades play mixed in every game against each other. I continue to push that with the Flamethrowers ownership. And I talked to ownership of other teams as well in the West. I would really like to see that happen.
I didn't know about any of that. That's really cool. I just saw some clips of the mixed games that were played, and that's awesome.
I was going to ask if that counted towards like the AUDL standings, or was that like a...
It did not, and from my understanding of through the grapevine feedback, it was a function of the AUDL wanting to support putting both genders into a position of visibility, but not wanting it to appear gimmicky. And they felt like if only one game was played co-ed in the whole season, it might appear to be a gimmick. But yeah, for me, I've been in the AUDL, and I've been thinking a lot about how that passively promotes the AUDL. I've never posted publicly in support of it, but just my participation contributes to their product. And I definitely wonder a lot, and I really believe that the league would be doing even better, would have even better attendance if players such as myself didn't have that internal tension. Like if it was co-ed, if I did not have this huge hesitation about the league itself, I would be much more willing to promote it and go to events that were AUDL events, go to youth outreach events through the Flamethrowers. And then the other half of our community, the women in our community, would also be willing to promote the AUDL. And I think with twice the leg power in promotion, the league could be in a completely different place now. I would be really excited to see that.
Yeah, that's a really cool image. Do you think that might happen in the next, like, I don't know, year or two, 5 years, like realistically?
From my conversations with owners in the AUDL, there's a pretty wide variety of willingness to support. Some of the owners are really willing, both from an equity standpoint, but also from a, we're not really making money right now. Would this actually be a better way of making this a sustainable thing standpoint? Which is really cool that the owners are open to it at all. But I've also had conversations with other owners where they just refuse to concede that it could benefit them in any way, which was really frustrating as well.
Yeah, I've had conversations with certain owners, and some of the issues they voiced about mixed were that they're not sure if the community where they're hosting a team would be able to field a team, or if like the energy would be there to actually play a mixed season. I guess there are AUDL teams where the women's teams aren't interested in mixed, or maybe the men's teams aren't. And I don't know, at least one owner drew to me like the personal aspect of like the individuals making up the roster, not wanting to do that, and them feeling like that would be a bad decision on their part. Not that I agree with that. I'm just relaying that sentiment.
Definitely, yeah.
Which is, I feel like part of that is like why it could be so important to like make that platform of like I've had a couple people make the argument of like, oh, like our women's team isn't as strong as our men's team, so we don't want to go mixed in the AUDL because it hurts our AUDL performance. And it's like, that's such an incentive then on the other end to like build strong women's programs in these cities where like women's ultimate's been lacking or not even seen for the past couple of years. You know, build a more equitable sport. Crazy.